So I'm gonna have a little rant about the London housing situation because I lost my apartment and whatever. A lot of the places that I've lost, like I wasn't selected to be the tenant, was because other people were putting up to 1 year, sometimes just 6 months, definitely over the asking price, but 6 months to a year's worth of rent up front. I feel like the average rent is like, let's say £1,800 a month times 10. Let's say that's between 18,000 to what, 25,000 pounds just cash ready to send off. And even if you do have that money, I don't, but if you do, I feel like you have to even like an exorbitant amount of money, because then you're like able to just like put it up front and then still be able to like live and like pay your bills, and doesn't completely just like deplete your savings. And I just feel like, why are we in a point in the rental marketplace that like in order to find a place to live, which is like a basic need, and a nice area, like that's not, super dangerous, and like has access to like public transportation, has like a grocery store nearby, has like a green space nearby, you have to be ready to put up front 15,000 pounds to 25,000 pounds in order to be a competitive applicant. Save race, save all these other external variables, like just like think about applicant to applicant financially. How is that normal? How, like, as a regular person, I think it's so maddening that like in order to have a basic need met in a major city, you need to be able to put up that amount of money, like to be a competitive applicant to a landlord. Like, how do we get here? Fingers crossed it's going to work out for me, and I know that there's a reason why I haven't been selected for all these apartments. Like, God is preparing me for the perfect spot that's meant for me. But like, it's still really frustrating that is kind of where we're at, and I don't know if it's like that in any other city in the world, but like, do better, London.
If you live in the UK, I do not know how you are supposed to survive right now. I really don't. So I've just gone to Sainsbury's, right? And I know people are like, oh, you can go to Aldi. I've been in Aldi, and either the food goes off quicker, not all of it, but some of it, or it's the same price, because Sainsbury's are price matching Aldi at the moment. It's my place to go. I know where everything is. It's not bargain basement, but I don't think anything is bargain basement now. And I refuse to eat shit. Like, I just refuse to like fill my freezer with shit that is bad for my kids. So don't even get started in the comments on that. That's not the point. The point of this is, I've just gone and done a shop for me and my daughter for 3 days. That's it, just to last us till the end of the bank holiday weekend. And all I have bought is dinners, breakfast cereal, and soup for lunch. So I haven't pushed the boat out. There's no snacks in there. All right, I needed some toothpaste and deodorant, right? But that's normal. That's what you need to live. You need to be able to brush your teeth, and you don't want to smell. Even with the discounts, Nectar discounts, all the rest of it, 3 days is 57 quid. And for somebody that wants to justify that, just don't even bother. Because not that long ago, there were 3 of us. And I used to shop for 3 of us. And I used to buy branded shit because he wouldn't eat the non-branded shit. And I would do a full week's shopping. I was on a protein diet, so I was buying lots of protein, tins of tuna, chicken, eggs, you name it, it went in the basket. And that would cost me 130 quid to feed 3 people for a week. And less than 3 years later, I can't even get through the absolute basics. People always ring at the most inappropriate time. I'm having a rant here. And that was nearly £60. Nearly £60. So if we math that out, that's 120 for 2 people, plus another day, and that doesn't include any of the other stuff that I used to buy, which was cleaning products, like laundry stuff, toiletries, like you name it. on like eye level shelf, because that's how they price things. If you don't know, go down the bottom if you want the cheap shit. It's on the floor. They don't want you to find it. What is going on? What is going on? How are we supposed to survive this? Our wages haven't gone up that way. Like, I just don't know how. I've got one kid, like one. What if you've got 3 or 4 children? Like, what are you eating? Where are you shopping? Are you growing your own food? Like, what is going on? It is utter mad.
I was looking at houses today to rent, and I cannot believe the prices for some of these properties. Like, I'm not being funny. Who on earth is paying £1,000 a month for a 3-bedroomed mid-terrace property in a really rough area? Like, who's even paying that? Like, that is absolutely ridiculous money. An absolute joke. Like, for something decent, i.e. a 3-bed semi, you're going to be looking at least £1,200-1,300 where I am. And that's for like a decent area next to my son's school. Like, you know, you've got a driveway, decent parking, whatever. And then you look at the detached properties, and there's just no point even looking for a detached, because you will be paying stupid money. Like, it's double, triple the amount of some people's mortgages. Like, how are they getting away with charging this amount of money in rent? Like, it is not making any sense. Never mind the rent, then you've got the bills on top of that as well, and I just don't get it. For someone that is on a really good wage, I'm a single mom, I like to think I'm on a decent wage, a little bit more than the minimum, and I couldn't afford to live at £1,000 rent with your council tax, your water rates, your gas, electricity, then your broadband, phone contracts, your food shopping, your car insurance, literally, you would have nothing left. Why are we, as people of the United Kingdom, literally working to survive? We are not working to live. Like, we're not living life. We're not living life to the full. We are literally working to survive right now. After all of the outgoings minus the food and fuel, you're left with pittance, and that is to see you for the whole month. You know, heaven forbid you want to go out and take your kids out for a meal or for a nice day trip somewhere. How are we doing that on when fucking bills are this high? It's extortionate. And annoys me as a single mom and somebody that wants to get on the property ladder is, how can I save money for my own house when the bills are this much? Like, I physically, at this rate, not going to have anything left over to save. I feel like this is a massive trap. Like, it's a huge trap. It's just a joke. And here's me, you know, just paid £3 for a fucking bread loaf just because it's gluten free. Like, honestly, I don't get it. And then I'm hearing that we're now getting taxed on tax. Like, this whole pension situation that's going on, you know, we're already paying tax already for our pension, and now we're going to have to pay even more tax to take the pension out. Like, how is this making sense? This country is screwing us over. Like, I want out. Like, can someone please tell me where is the right place to fucking live, where I can still work but live a comfortable life and not have to worry about the government screwing their own people over? Like, it's an absolute joke.
The cost of living in the UK is out of control, like wildly out of control. Just went to Tesco's and did like a really small shop. I got like a bag of food, and not even like the amount of food that you could use to make a proper meal. Just bits like salad, fruit, some milk, some rice crackers, some crackers. What else did I get? Laundry detergent, but not the fancy one, because I never buy the fancy one because I refuse to spend like £5 on laundry detergent. So I got the like the Tesco own brand one. Anyway, guess how much this one bag of shopping cost me? £45. Cost me £45. Can you believe that? And like, who else remembers the good old days when security tags were reserved for, you know, department stores and perfumes and luxury items, clothing, expensive items that people couldn't afford to buy, or things that people could steal and make a profit from, right? Now we have security tags on food. On one of the 3 essential things that human beings need to live. You know, shelter, food, and water. You have to have food to stay alive, and there are people out there that have to steal it because they cannot afford to pay for it. And we're meant to be like a first world country. This is insane. And I'm not talking fancy food. I'm not talking Tesco's Finest or Waitrose. I'm talking just plain chicken, raw chicken, security tagged. That is wild. That is absolutely wild. This country is a mess. It's a joke, and something needs to be done about it. Like, I don't know about the economy and stuff like that, but surely there is something that the government can do to, I don't know, reduce the price of food, to take away some of the burden of the cost of living for the poorest people out there. Because I do not know how some people who don't have jobs and things like that, I don't know how they survive. I don't know how they do it.